Welcome to YYS Stories. This is YYS, and I'm reading the story Edwurd Fudwupper Fibbed Big by Berkeley Breathed. I'm very excited. It's a very funny story, and I'm reading it just for Silas and Bobby and all of our friends. I love you very much, and enjoy your story. Edwurd Fudwupper Fibbed Big, explained by Fanny Fudwupper, with Berkeley Breathed helping slightly. For Allison. From a long line of liars, there's none higher upper than my fibbing big brother, the Edwurd Fudwupper. There he is now. I know just what he's doing. He's thinking of who could be next for some fooling. Edward's been cooking up fibs full of fooey. He'll serve them up sweet, all gooey and hooey. Last week, he fibbed big and told Mabel Dill, I read you've been voted the Queen of Brazil. They want you to come. Bikinis, bring 10. I think Mabel went. No one's seen her since then. Yes, he thought them up long and he thought them up tall, but did he think much of me? No, not much at all, not at all. Like the time he fibbed big and told Ben and Dinky that I had been born by a poodle named Stinky. That wasn't so nice, but that fib I'd forgive if only he liked me or noticed I live. Early this morning he did it again. He whacked a baseball and things smashed in the den. Dad rushed on over and found Mom's cracked pig. Then Edwurd Fudwupper fibbed way too big. It's all truly, clearly, quite simple, you know. The whole thing was done by two pigs from Pluto. They were cruising the earth, looking down from above, when they spotted Mom's pig and fell deeply in love. So they dropped one pig here. He just could not resist. That passionate porker insisted a kiss. But he leaned in too far, and Mom's pig hit the ground. On Pluto, you see, they kissed sitting down. Then he left, broken-hearted, upset and unseen, and his ship picked him up with a pig-lifting beam. And that's all, that's the truth, said Ed the Fib Slinger. In the whole of fib history, a whopping humdinger. Then a yelp, and a howl, and a scream from nearby. Lorna May Loon had been listening outside. Mabel Dill, she cried loudly, has been missing for days. She must have been grabbed by those pig-lifting rays. She got to a phone and screamed loud and shrill. Space monster piggies have nabbed Mabel Dill. They're coming for me and they're coming for you. Send the Army and Air Force and dog catcher too. Shh, no, shh. And that's just what they did. They came for space pigs, with planes and with tanks and with loud whirligigs. Oh, it was dreadful, a real world stopper. All from an Edwurd Fudwupper fat whopper. They pointed their loudspeaker dishes to space, and those generals roared till red in the face. Now listen out there, we'll shoot, yes we will. Come back here at once and bring Mabel Dill. It was purple and green, with an eye on its snoot. It opens its mouth, roaring, Who started this hoot? I live quite close by, just 2 galaxies down, and I just cannot sleep with this fuss and this sound. I know nothing of pigs, nor lost Mabel Dill, so someone's been fibbing that slippery skill. Who is this gnat? Point out where he's at. Show him to me, and I'll swat him down flat. And that's what they did. Each dad and each mother, they pointed right up at my shaking big brother. Edward dropped low. He was scared 10 times double. He fibbed way too big and was now in huge trouble. Then wait, what's that sound? A voice small and fine. Everyone stopped. Whose was it? It was mine. Oh, please, I called out. It's my fault, don't you see? I broke that blue pig. Edward's fib was for me. So, dear grumpy thing with the 3 eyes in your head, see that it's me you should swat down instead. What could I do? Edward faced a big mess. I told a fat fib. Yes, I learned from the best. I thought I'd be smooshed, smashed, squashed right on down. But that big face looked in with a smile, not a frown. I think, he said firmly, you both are big fibsters. But out where I live, we're not loved by our sisters. Mine, by the way, I have left all alone, and now I'll go back to her sleeping at home. He looked at me odd, kind of sad, kind of blue. It sure would be nice to have one like you. Put. Then he turned round his ship and back home he drove her, and I turned to find Edward looking me over. He said not a thing as we walked back to Dad, where he looked up and confessed, I've been bad. So we taped and we glued and we fixed Mom's pig. We told Mom the truth, that we'd fibbed fat and big. Our folks hugged us both and collected no fines, but we sat in timeout to pay for our crimes. Then Ed looked at me with a smile that was new and said, it is nice to have one like you. 2 former fibsters, that Edward and me, but brother and sister we finally shall be. And if somebody knows where Mabel Dill went, please tell her from Edward that no harm was meant. I'm Queen of Brazil. The end. Uh-oh. Okay, we just said the end. That was the end of the story, but I will have more stories to come. You have a good night, okay? I would like to send a little shout out to my Silas and my Bobby. I want you to have a good night tonight, and you'll get another story tomorrow. Bye-bye.